Welcome back to the Shane Plays Let's Play series of Shadowrun Hong Kong. Um, if you hear in the background a little bit of background noise, I apologize. That's a portable air conditioning unit. My main AC in the house is out. It's unseasonably warm, but I'm too stubborn to pay any more money on this air conditioning system right now that I just paid some money into a few months back, and it's about to cool down. So anyway, I apologize if that's distracting. I did a test. It sounded okay to me. So here we are. We are in this Kowloon walled city looking for, I think his name is Trader Bao, something like that, to deliver a message from Auntie Cheng. And we're about to go down into the sewer system. And we did get into a fight and failed an optional objective. Do not kill any yellow lotus. And that was purely an accident. I honestly didn't mean to get in that fight, but I don't feel like backtracking. So we're just going to fail that objective. So am I in the city? I think I'm in the sewer now. Yeah, I think we're in the sewer. And I think there's still one little, optional repaired thing that we're supposed to do. Let's see. Yeah, sparkling wires, and the broken water shutoff valve in the lower level. So maybe it's not the sewers, but quote-unquote the lower level. So we still have to find this broken water shutoff valve. And the way we're going, this lower level route, supposedly is a way to get in to see Trader Bao, however you say it. The door is secured by a lock with a badly dented keypad. The keys themselves are deeply scored as though someone had gone to work on them with a knife. Now, I'm not going to put this keypad in yet, but I'm pretty sure I have the code here. Mission items. Yeah, 5465. Pretty sure this is it. It says a door with red graffiti nearby. I don't know if I see red graffiti. But we will come back to this. I'm looking for this. I want to explore in here a little further. What is this? Door panel. Door has been secured by a series of heavy bars with old motors to retract them. A stained and soiled keypad has been set in the door frame. Enter a code. Walk away. Alright. What was it? 5468? Let's just try it. Maybe there's multiple. Yeah, that's not it. So I can't get in here. Walk away. It was 5468, right? No, 5465. Okay, let's try it again. I don't think this is... Evidently there's multiple doors. 5465. That's it. Huh. And it looks like I've just gone into combat by opening that up. With hellhounds. Good old hellhounds. Gobbet's got a line of sight. 57%. Huh. Let's try it. And line of sight blocked no matter what I do. Alright, you're gonna go here. Line of sight still blocked. I guess I'll put it on Overwatch. Yeah, did a couple of hits even with low percentages. Okay, that Overwatch let me do a hit. I'm going to turn the sound effects up just a smidge. Not sure how that sounds on y'all's end. Okay, whose go is it? In. These things can take a lick. Line of sight blocked on this one, but not on this one. And Gobbet. That one's dead. Line of sight blocked. I'm gonna, she can't overwatch. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just... I guess she'll increase his aim. Alright. It just barfed fire on me. I figured it would move. Darn it all. Alright. Well, it worked out. All's well that worked out. So does 5465 work on all of these codes? Oh, nope. See? Yep. So you can go up in the Lotus Den that way. Alright. 70 new yen. Anything else? Alright. I'm going to run back over to this door now. Don't have any decking. 5, 4, 6, 5. Nope. So I don't have the code for here. So I just want to explore, do my anal retentive exploration. Maggots churn within stews of unidentifiable ingredients. Kowloon, walled city delicacies. Yummy. Gunrunner. What's up, Gunrunner? A tubby man with a twice broken nose glances up at you. Is that like a twice baked potato? Anyway, at you from a pile of gun parts. He offers you a gap-toothed smile. Nice firearms here. Good for protection. You got a husband or wife? You got kids? You keep them safe with one of these beauties. Quality is guaranteed. Your satisfaction is everything. You want to buy? I'm going to say, does Bao know you're selling guns in his area? Got Bao's permission to sell weapons in this stall. Been selling a lot of them. Even more than usual. He grins. That's good for me. Ever heard anyone say prosperity is in the walled city? He snorts his reply. If you're an organ legger, or a gun runner, or a triad, sure as heck is. Otherwise, you're looking at a hand-to-mouth, meal-to-meal existence here. Say, how do you stand it here? Business is good here, man. Real good. Yeah, it's disgusting, but you go where the market is. All right, show me what you got. I don't even know how much money I've got. I've got 646 new yen. I already own... you know, I normally I'd be working my way up to submachine guns, but I think with this guy, I'm trying to work my way over to these cyber weapons, the cyberware, some cool stuff like whips and whatnot. So I'm just going to buy the grenades. Equipment and stash. Do I not have... team. Okay, I didn't realize that I didn't have any of this stuff on me. Good thing I noticed. Confirm. Gotta run. Alright, let's see what else is going on around here. You know, I don't see any... Do you see any red graffiti by this door? Because it said something about a door with red graffiti. I guess it makes sense that they left those hellhounds down there to guard the entrance. Can't get that door the best I can tell. Can't talk to this guy. Now if I wanted to go back up to the rooftops, then I would go there. Ah, there's this. Yellow Lotus Enforcer. The Yellow Lotus Enforcer glares at you. You can see the outline of the old man's cred stick in his vest pocket. He flexes and his muscles bulge. What do you want? Step away, right now. I thought I'd relieve you of the burden of currency. Cred stick, please. I saw what you did to that old man back there. I'm here to get his money back. Yeah, I'm leaving. Say, I saw what you did to that old man back there. I'm here to get his money back. I remember that old man taking a beating. It wasn't very nice. This guy kind of looks like Vin Diesel, I have to say. I got a better idea. I think I'll take your money instead. He licks his lips. Give me your cred sticks, or you'll get what the old guy got. I'm not playing around. Let's see, etiquette Shadowrunner. Shaking down a Shadowrunner isn't a good idea, sweetheart. Give me the old man's stick before I put a hole where your head is. I could try to use strength. I don't have enough. Unarmed, I don't have enough. Attack him. Okay, playtime is over. Oh, playtime is over. That's for sure. I'm going to say etiquette Shadowrunner. He comes up short, frowning. His eyes shift from you to Duncan to the assault rifle on Duncan's back. How the heck with it. There's nothing on this old stick anyway. He tosses the cheap stick back to you. The balance on its LED screen reads 63. You got what you came for. Now get out, yeah? I got a date in an hour, and I don't need you messing it up. Say, remember this the next time you decide to shake down an old man. Or I could say, hard to mess up a date with a Simpsons chip. Basically saying a date with porn. Remember this the next time you decide to shake down an old man. He waves you off. Yeah, get out. So got some karma from that, and I'm pretty sure that gave me a mission item. Yeah, maybe I can find that old man and give his cred stick back. What is this? Is this that valve? Could it be the valve that we're looking for? This rusted water valve might be able to close off the flow of water that's pouring out of the broken pipe. Strength 3. Wrench on the shutoff controls. Duncan, can you give me a hand with this? Walk away. I'm going to shut it off myself, because I'm a brute like that. The flow of water ceases. Less clean water will run off into the streets now. Alright. So I repaired the walled city. Everybody's happy. I don't know if I have to go back and talk to that. There was a student that was kind of hanging out in the walled city that told me about these things that need to be repaired. I guess I don't need to go back to the student. And I can't see that I can get down to these folks. Maybe I can. Okay, I already talked to this guy. Yeah, I don't see that I can get to these folks. So let's go back up here to the walled city, or to the Lotus Den. It just saved the game for me. That's oftentimes ominous. What's all this then? To rooftops. Yeah, I don't want to leave. Some kind of bunking area. Yeah, I'm just finding new yin everywhere. This is locked. Simpsons vending machine. The Simpsons machine has been left unlocked for restocking. There's a packaged data chip still in the tray. Huh, steal the chip. Yeah, I'm taking that chip. Simpsons chip. Let's take a look at it. Stolen from a vending machine in the Lotus Den. Someone might pay to take it off your hands. Okay. And I'll be happy to let them pay me to take it off my hands. What is this? Strangler Bao's code. Strangler, not stranger. Strangler, his code. What the heck? 6378. Alright. I guess I still can't get back down here. Yeah, I just can't get in there. Alright. So if we would have gone up here first, I'm sure that it would have asked for a code. The door has been sealed with a factory fresh maglock. A high-sec keypad has been set to the frame. Was it 6438? Was that it? That was not it. What's the code? 6378. Let's try it again. 6378. They're here. Put them down. Alright, so here comes the fighting. Here comes the fighting. Alright, what are we going to do? Yellow Lotus Guard. Yellow Lotus Guard. Huh. I'll go here. Really? Line of sight blocked? Seriously? That's weak. And I'm going to move here. And I'm going to... That takes 2 APs to do a grenade, which totally is annoying. Because the only reason I even moved into there was to throw a grenade. Duncan, can you see this guy? Yeah, you can see him. Gobbet can't see much. I'm gonna put her right there. They're gonna be shooting at each other over the couch. I'll take those misses. Down. Duncan's a good shot. He's going to be my range guy, I'm guessing. And this guy's still up. Is he shooting at Duncan? That doesn't make sense. But anyway. Let's take this guy out. Alright, so now it's time to talk to Strangler Bao, or Bao, however you say it. A large man in his 50s stands waiting, his heavily tattooed arms held in a fighter's stance. His bone structure is heavy. Corded muscles stand on his arms and chest. In his youth, he must have been enormous. He doesn't talk so much as emit, a low rumble. I don't know how you got in here, but you've got my attention. Say good, I have a message from Kindly Cheng. Candygram for Strangler Bao. Much love, Kindly Cheng. You're a hard man to find. Can you guess who sent me with a message? I'm going to say you're a hard man to find. Can you guess who sent me with a message? I want to do the Candygram for Strangler Bao. It's kind of a reference to the old Blazing Saddles movie, Candygram for Mongo. Alright, you're a hard man to find. You're a foreigner, and you know my name. Must have been Cheng. She's the only player in Hioi who'd work with such shoddy tools. So you have a message for me, the old lady, huh? I can't wait to hear you mangle it. He chuckles to himself. You speak Cantonese so well. But before I hear it, I have a little message for her, too. You tell Kindly Cheng that her operations are done in the walled city. Strangler Bao has given himself a promotion. And tell her that if she sends any more errand boys to visit him with another message, Strangler Bao is going to send him back in a box. You think you can tell her that, errand boy? Should I write it down for you in English? Oh, come on, Strangler. Can I call you Strangler? We just want to hang out, play some video games, do triad stuff. I'm pretty sure she'll react negatively to that. Why don't I just say I left her message on your remains? Hold out the data stick. Just slot the stick, okay? Listen to the message, and I'll be gone. I don't get to hear you butcher the message. I'm sad. He grabs a small plastic drive from your hand, slots it into his TRID player. Kindly Cheng stands erect, speaks directly to the camera. Mr. Bao, as everyone knows, you're a man of swift action. I respect that, and because of that respect, I will get right to the point. I know where your money is coming from. I know that you have friends working for straw sandals like myself. They have been siphoning funds from their organizations. I know about the noodle shop that you launder the money through. I have tasted their broth and found it wanting. The old woman becomes flinty hard. You have been stealing from the Yellow Lotus, glorifying yourself with revenue that we have earned, and I have files to prove it. Bao's eyes widen as files begin to flit across the screen. Receipts, bank reports, personal communications between himself and his men. Kindly Cheng continues speaking, smooth and casual. Now, in light of our recent conflict, you might be wondering why I am keeping this information to myself, why I haven't exposed you so you could be dragged from your lotus den by the balls and slowly roasted on a rotisserie spit. In truth, I respect your ambition. You have a lot to learn about candor and loyalty, but I believe that you still have value. I am still willing to work with you. However, in order for that to happen, we need to come to an understanding about the nature of our partnership. Kindly Cheng steps forward, fills the screen. I own you, Bao. You and all of your men, you are my playthings, dolls to twist and pose as I see fit. I am in this position because I am far better at this than you, and it's time that you learned it. Accept what I am telling you, and we can get back to business, prosper together. But if you continue your little rebellion, I will mail tiny pieces of you to your children and take their picture as they open the package. She produces one of her thin black cigars, lights it, holds the smoke a long time. You have 24 hours to return to the fold. If you aren't here licking my heels by then, the information will be released, and you will become food for fish. Your choice, Bao. 24 hours. The message winks out. Strangler Bao turns away from the screen slowly. His skin is ashen. Get out. He pauses, casts his eyes to the floor, and tell Miss Cheng to expect me at Swift Winds tomorrow. He stands up straight. Tomorrow morning. I will. Thank you for your time. I'll let her know. It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Bao. I'll say it was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Bao. Go. Just go. Alright. So let's look at my objectives now. Return to Hyoi. Yeah, I got 4 karma. Do I want to spend it? Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay, I don't have enough to spend right now. Really trying to, I like that cyber affinity. Really trying to work on that. Two rooftops. Let me see if I can find this old man. Here's where the unfortunate fight happened that I really didn't want to have. I don't remember where the old man was over in here somewhere. They got beat up. Let me see if I can find him. Yep, here he is. I think that's the old man. I don't want any trouble, boss. Whew, please, just leave me be. Handing back his cred stick. Here you go, old man. Or here you go, man. I got this back for you. Sorry for your troubles. I'll leave you alone. I'm saying, here you go, man. I got this back for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't have anything that I can reward you with, but I appreciate what you did. Alright. So, let's get out of here. I don't remember how to get out of here. Is it back this way? Trying to remember how I came in. Looks like it's pointing this way. Yep. Wu holds up his hand for everyone to stop, turns the two of you and looks at his thumbs in his belt. Well, that was a thing. Never thought I'd be shuttling messages between criminals in a Hong Kong syndicate. I can't imagine what Raymond would have wanted in the walled city. This place just feels wrong. Looking for more stray kids to take in. No kidding, there's something off about it. It must have been important he flew all the way here, hired runners for an escort. I'm going to say it must have been important. But why? This place makes you feel like your life has no value. Like there's just no point to anything. He sighs and looks at your companion. Great life you have here. Gobbet ignores the barb. She breathes a sigh of relief. Look, we're done, aren't we? We got into and back out of the walled city. And we're still in one piece. Whining ex-cops aside, I'd call that a win. The cords stand on the side of his neck, but he keeps his voice calm. I'm not whining, rat girl. Duncan Wu doesn't whine. Yeah, whatever you say, Gunshow. Gunshow? Seriously? Wu's goggles pan down, come to rest on Gobbet. That's not gonna stick, is it? See, I can return to Huey or stay here for now. We're returning to Huey. I guess I'm pronouncing this stuff right. It's hard to shake off the walled city. Its gravity clings to you as if wretchedness itself had grown tentacles. The sounds of suffering subside, but their echoes still thrum your insides. Gobbet walks slowly, head down, and both hands on her stomach, whispering a conversation to someone or something that only she can see. Her rats are silent and remain hidden in her clothing. Wu pauses a moment and breathes a sigh of relief when you finally reach the streets. But returning to Hoi isn't like coming home. Suspicious looks and closed mouths accent unsmiling faces that billboard a universal message. You don't belong here. Time to report back to Kindly Cheng and inform her that the message has been delivered. Get this business over with. Get your sin burned. Get on to the next step, whatever that is. You leave the City of Darkness behind, head to the Mahjong Parlor, and a date with a crime lord. Okay, any second now. Any second now. Alright, so now I've got 6 more karma. Let's do some spin imitating. I got 10 karma. I like that. Alright. What does this do? Unlocks the barrage ability for spurs and free armor for hand raisers. Plus 5% to hit with all cyber weapons. You know, if I'm gonna... What's my quickness? What is this? I'm gonna want to bump my body up too. I'm gonna go ahead and spin that. That leaves me 5. And... let's see. Quickness. Yeah, I don't know. Strength. Calculate the chance to hit with melee and throwing weapons. Increases damage value of melee. See, I don't know if melee and cyber are going to count the same. I think that I want... Yeah, I'm going to pump 5 points into quickness. Okay, confirm. Because that makes him harder to hit. Alright. Frederick told me to blow off earlier. Like I said, members only, shove off. Okay, let's just head back to the Mahjong Parlor. Now, I went here before and this guy told me, go away. He's like, you again, I thought she told you to go away. Forget it, I'm going. Alright. Where is the Mahjong Parlor? Where is it? It must be here somewhere. I just don't remember, to be quite honest about it. I don't remember. What is all this? Ah, here it is. All right. For some reason, my little... I don't have my little pointer up here. Where's my guys at? Huh. I don't know. They're not following me. Oh, well. Who's this big doofus? I'm going to call him Doofinator. Hello, Kindly. Kindly Cheng watches you closely as you walk across the Mahjong parlor. As you approach, her lieutenant leans in, brings her mouth close to the triad boss's ear. Cheng smiles and nods, her eyes never leaving you. Her rusty voice rolls from somewhere deep. I've heard from Bao. He got my message. Very clearly. But he also says there was bloodshed, and I specifically told you to let them live. Her button eyes are like tiny lumps of coal. I'm disappointed. See, if his men got in our way, we explained it to him. It couldn't be helped. We were defending ourselves. I was feeling homicidal. I get that way sometimes. But say couldn't be helped. We were defending ourselves. You screwed up, plain and simple. Kindly began stacking Mahjong tiles. Nonetheless, I expect you to be a bit sloppy. It's partly why I sent you. What? Part of the message was on that stick, and part was the messenger. She eyes you closely. Bao didn't rate sending real Shadowrunners to deal with him. Your sloppy handling of the job helped to prove my point. So does that mean we get our sins burned or get to be of service? I'm going to say, so does that mean we get our sins burned? It does. My message was delivered and Strangler Bao is back in the fold, earning for me. As far as I'm concerned, our transaction is complete. While you were gone, I set the wheels in motion to wipe your identities. She pulls out her PDA, stabs a button with a lacquered fingernail. The order has been sent. Congratulations, you are now sinless. Shadow people. Who exhales heavily. His eyes remain focused straight ahead, but his shoulders sag. Well, I guess that's done. I didn't like the way my life was going anyway. We'll figure out a way of this, Duncan. Say, we'll figure a way out of this, Duncan. Wu pulls himself to his full height. There's only one way out of this, Hoy, and that's through it. Whoever gave the kill order on Carter also forced us to give up our identities. And took Raymond, who sets his jaw firm. That's all I can think about. Finding who did this, finding Ray. Kindly Cheng holds up a hand. While I was working to get your sins burned, I also had my network look into Raymond Black's disappearance. I've been thinking about what you told me earlier, and I agree. She eyes him carefully and leans in. I can't just let this lie. Someone killed my runners. It would be a sign of weakness to the Yellow Lotus and the others if I do nothing. She rests her PDA on the Mahjong table, facing you. The triad boss's tongue slips from her mouth as she looks over the top, hunting for the right button on its upside-down interface. She finds it and looks up at you again. I have news to share with you, darlings, the kind you won't like. Raymond Black is dead. She taps the button and a recorded newscast appears on the screen. Raymond's photograph appears on the screen behind a reporter standing on the docks in Victoria Harbor. It's a picture you've seen before, a professional portrait taken for a press release about a youth center he was opening in the Redmond Barrens. Under Raymond's photo are the words, Seattle man killed. Another shooting involving the police department. A Seattle community organizer and industrial engineer was apparently shot and killed while resisting arrest at Victoria Harbor last night. HKPF police report that the UCAS man, Raymond Black, was behaving erratically and would not respond to police officers or police orders to surrender. No additional information regarding Black or why he was traveling to Hong Kong are available. Police have stated that due to the shooting's proximity to last night's shootout with the White Star, the investigation must remain confidential and no other details are being revealed at this time. Kindly Cheng taps the button again and the video closes. Wu puts his hands to his face. This just keeps getting worse. I'll say it definitely isn't getting any better. You're right, Auntie. That was news I did not like. I say it definitely isn't getting any better. Raymond's dead. Wu puts his hand over his mouth, trying to process the information. He sways, and for a moment, it looks as if he's going to pass out. Isabel reaches out to touch Wu, thinks better of it, and pulls back her hand. Sorry for your loss. I never had a father, so I don't know what it's like to lose one, but sorry. Raymond's dead. Raymond dies the same night. Dies the same night we're ambushed. That's no coincidence. You okay, Duncan? I'm gonna say Raymond dies the same night we're ambushed. That's no coincidence. No way. Kindly taps the video close. She hunts around the keypad and selects another button. I'm afraid that's not all, my darlings. This is security footage from Victoria Harbor from last night. You'll find it contains a contradiction. PDO shows grainy video footage of Raymond sitting in a tea shop flanked by 2 guards. He's looking down at something in his hand, completely distracted. The footage continues, and the camera displays several black-clad figures entering its field of view from different angles, guns ready. A tall, sharply dressed man in a suit walks briskly towards Raymond, flanked by 2 more. Raymond stands to face him, and the camera gets a clear view of the suit's face, white plastic. His guards turn to draw weapons, and muzzle flashes erupt from all sides. One of Raymond's guards goes down, and his submachine gun fires wildly, hitting the camera. Wu puts his hands on the table and leans in. Those weren't cops, and Raymond wasn't resisting arrest. What's with that guy's face? Gobbet reaches up to stroke the cat perched on her shoulder. Is that a mask? Isabel. It doesn't look like a mask. It looks like some sort of semi-rigid plastic implant. Real craftsmanship. She pushes out her lower lip in appreciation. Quite the fashion accessory. It's also the kind of fashion accessory that stands out in a crowd. The guy is either a fool or an arrogant son of a gun. He sets his jaw firm. Either way, I'm going to find him. Auntie Cheng watches Wu intently. I believe you. Wu stands back and turns to you. What now? So we stay in the shadows. We don't. We're dead too. We find the plastic-faced man and drag him somewhere private. Make him dig his own hole, then we fill it in. We find out who this plastic-faced man is. Then we get some answers. That's what I'm going to say. We're going to find out who this guy is. With what resources? Ching's eyes sparkle. I'm afraid there are some facts you're going to have to face. She puts on a grave face. You're alone in this country. No network, no money, no identity. I can protect you from the police, but how would you go about discovering what happened to Raymond without me? How would you survive? This is a topic that requires serious consideration. Kindly wipes her hand across a stack of tiles, spreading the ivory-colored pieces across the table. You've had a very long night, my sweets. Very long. And frankly, you all look like crap. Rest now. I promise you safety in my town for the night. We'll talk about the plastic-faced man tomorrow. Kindly gestures to Gobbet and Isabel. Ladies, go find our new friends a place to bed down in that rat's nest squat boat you call home. We'll all talk after you've slept. Figure out our next steps together. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Thank you for your help, Auntie. Can I ask you a question, Auntie? Rat's nest squat boat. I'm going to say rat's nest squat boat. We call it the bolt hole. It's the abandoned trawler we call home. Isabel tries to smile. It's homey. Meet you there. Let's go, Hoy. I'm beat to hell. Objective added. Get some sleep. That's the objective. Go get some sleep. Let me talk to Kindly. No time for runners now. I have other business to attend to. So, can I get through the game without ever actually calling her Auntie? Yeah, I think the boat is here. Bins of electronics crowd every dry patch of deck space on this rusty old boat. A young man wearing bulky virtual reality goggles glances your way for a moment, then turns away in disdain. Say, who are you? I don't think I talked to this guy before. He doesn't even look at you. Shop's closed. Get lost. Yeah. Shop's closed. Get lost. So I guess I just can't talk to vendors yet around here. The bolt hole. I know I found it before. Here it is. Original name has been sloppily painted over with black paint. Newer but somewhat weathered characters have been painted in bold brushstrokes and read bolt hole. Better than the butthole? I don't know. Gobbit, you two can bunk here for a while. She nods with her nose towards a hatch. You've each got a head to take care of your necessaries. Try to knock before you enter someone else's, okay? Seriously. I know the drill. Wu turns to you. Stinks of fish, just like that place we squatted at on O'Leary Avenue back when we were kids. The one with that Aslan family and their dog. I remember it being a dump. You hated that dog. They were good people. I'm going to say they were good people. Yeah, until the 162s decided they wanted the place. He wipes his nose with a gloved hand. They were good people. Sorry that had to happen to him. He stretches and his spine pops like a handful of firecrackers. I think I've been up for something like 36 hours straight. He drops his arms, and this has been one crap stain of a day. Time to end it. The orc turns to you, raises an eyebrow. Anything you need before I leave you to it? Alright. Is it just you and Isabel living here? Yeah. Gobbet's mouth screws up a bit. Now that Nightjar and Gutshot are gone, it's just us. The squeal of metal grinding on metal rips through the boat. It sounds like it's coming from the level below. And the creepy Russian guy renting the engine room downstairs. Nothing to worry about. He mostly keeps to himself. She checks her PDA. He'll stop soon. He's usually quiet by now. Say, is there a place for my stuff? Yeah, check the locker over there. You can stash your stuff in it. No one will touch your things in here, and it's a lot bigger than it looks. Say, how'd you get your hands on this place? How do people like us get our hands on anything? We found it. You found it empty? He sweeps his eyes across the cabin. The doubt is plain on his face. Somebody abandoned a prime piece of real estate like this? She shrugs. Close enough. It was full of BTL junkies when we came across it. They were completely wigged out on some multiplayer cyber game. I'm not sure they ever chipped out of it. BTL is better than life. It's just a virtual reality game in Shadowrun. They were completely emaciated, stewing in piles of their own crap. Their eyes had sunk into their skulls. Pretty gruesome stuff. They racked up a killer score, though. True, they had the moves. Should have hung an IV while they were playing, though. Turns out, nutrition is important. So what happened? Did they die? She shrugs. Nightjar ran them out. Not sure what happened to them after that. Anyway, it's ours now. Auntie Cheng says so. All but the engine room, you mean? Right, everything but that. Annie rented it out from under us. That must have pissed you off. She shrugs. Whatever, we weren't using it. As long as our downstairs neighbor keeps to himself, he can have the lower level. Especially if it keeps Auntie Cheng happy. I'm going to grab some sack time too. Think I'll have a look around. Think I'll have a look around. Okay, but get some sleep soon. You look like you could use it. We'll see kindly in the morning. Figure out our next move. Okay, so at this point, I am going to save the game. We're at 44 minutes for the video, so that's a good place to stop. Save the old game, create new save, save, game saved. Okay, thanks so much for watching Shane Plays Let's Play series of Shadowrun Hong Kong. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up on YouTube and leave a comment. That helps tremendously. Always remember you can visit shaneplays.com for Let's Plays, geek news items, and also my live geek radio show that goes out over the air on terrestrial radio that also goes out as a podcast. Thanks so much for watching.